I have played the game for 1,115 days, and I'm sitting on over 3,600. I think I had 3,600, but I've got 3,400 T4s, and I'm not going to do Coulson's Basic. Here to review my roster is ValleyFlyin. What's up, my guy?
What is up, brother? How are you?
Are you going to tell me what to do? Are you going to help me out a little bit here?
I will try my best. We need to spend some T4s in this video, guys. Let's
Yeah,
spend some
well,
T4s
hey,
for him.
Full disclosure, I already did one, which was a Pride's passive, right? And I was like, whoa, I should have saved that for the video because we were talking about it. But I already did it, so we'll talk about that. First things first, we do this every month, and we're going to do the same thing on your channel. We kind of just go over the things that we've upgraded this month, like characters that we put T4s, kind of where we are, what we're farming, what we're working on, kind of the direction of the game. And yeah, I've been playing the game for 1,115 days. Actually, this is a pretty decent reward right here, you know, compared to like getting 3 Hulk shards. Some of these achievements are, you know, borderline insulting if you ask me, right?
They should take Hulk out of these achievements after a certain point and make them bigger
Yeah, or
oh
maybe
my goodness, 12.5 million.
12.5 million, and yeah, I'm sitting on Black Order at 659. I'm still dumping resources into Black Order. I think they're going to be good in war, the dominant team in war for a long time. At a minimum, of course, I think Doom is going to overtake them in the arena, but I'm okay with that. It's time. How much fun are you having playing mirror match Black Order on Black Order in the arena every day? Is that fun? Are you enjoying yourself?
I don't know how fun it is, but I do 5 of them every day. I'm pretty used to that battle. It's very
yeah.
It goes kind of there's some RNG, but you know it goes the same.
It's the same battle over and over again. At least it's not like a 5-minute long battle. It's usually about under 2 minutes, so it's not too terrible. So I'll show you what I'm working on, and you know right now I think the name of the game for me is Dark Dimension 4, and so I've got Emma Frosthearted right here because I want to take her to ISO level 5 on healer. Have you played up against a very high red star in Alliance War where you just can't get through her, like you just get stuck behind it, Emma, healing and healing and healing?
Emma usually who gives me problems is Strife, but Emma's rough, especially if she gets that diamond form on.
Yeah, oh yeah. So I happened to me one time, and I believe they were using a level 5 ISO, and it was like a 7/7, and my Black Order could not kill her. My Thanos could not kill her. Like I just got stuck, and it was just on this loop with like, and I was like, oh my god, she's so. And you know, I think there, you know, I've been watching some people stream and things like that. Some people are really annoyed when they get stuck. Remember how annoying Captain Marvel was back in the day? It's kind of like Emma is the new Captain Marvel, right? I don't know.
She's very annoying, yeah, and she in combination with Sinister and that Strife. You just keep getting all those deflects and taunts, and everybody keeps healing each other. It's rough. It's rough. So
all right,
I might upgrade mine as well based on your recommendation. I haven't seen that.
Maybe I'll let you know.
Crazy Emma yet.
I haven't had any wins with it yet, but maybe if I start getting some wins, maybe then I'll report back. Right now, it's been nothing exciting, but I'm trying to get her to 5. It's a big jump going from 4 to 5. It takes a long time. The rest on this list: Proxima, Taskmaster, Red Skull, Squirrel Girl, are just characters that I'm doing daily node farming, and then recently they added Yellow Jacket and Stature.
Let's do the Pim Tech. All right.
Oh, there's the Pim Tech. So yeah, they're getting farmed every day. Proxima's on my list to go to 15 for Cosmic in Dark Dimension 4. What do you want to see? What do you want to see? I mean,
can you sort by just all your Gear 15 characters?
All right, let's sort by my Gear 15
characters.
So yeah, Gear tier. Okay, so so far I've upgraded Thanos, Symbiote Spider-Man, Mr. Sinister, Zemo, Anti-Venom, Ghost, and Minerva.
Those are good choices. I want all those characters.
Yeah.
I like them.
And then, so for me to go into Cosmic is going to require 2 more characters. And I'm going Hela, which I don't really want to do, but I'm hearing Cosmic's really hard. So I'm going to do Hela.
Expensive. That's a very expensive choice.
Yeah, Hela requires 90 pieces. Not looking forward to it. And then also I'm going to be taking in Proxima, which I don't know how helpful she is, but at least she'll be useful in arena. And, you know, she's good. I mean, I do like some people are doing the Dad Bros long shot Shatterstar. I just don't have good enough stars on them. I'm not fully committed to those guys yet, but we're like Hella, I've already got all the resources in her, so it's at 14 and everything, so it's just the 90 is really expensive. Are you going to go the Hella route, or what are you going to do?
I think the Hella is going to be too expensive for me. I might go a cheaper route for Cosmic.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. This is something that I've been thinking about is like you can see Black Bolt. I'm not going to be taking him up to 15, but I did do this piece right here. The left middle piece that requires the 13 uniques. Are you doing that on your characters when you get them to level 80 on your key characters? I'm just curious.
I have not, but that is something that I probably should be doing, because that doesn't take those Gear 15 uniques. That takes those original mini unique, which most people have an abundance of. So, that's a good idea. The damage on the ISO 8s and the damage on that first piece right there, that middle left piece.
Yeah. So I justified doing that on Black Bolt. And also I'm monitoring my pieces very carefully in the spreadsheet. So I'm not using resources that are going to take from me getting into Dark Dimension 4. So I kind of monitor it. I'm only doing pieces that I can afford to upgrade. Like if I have an abundance of those particular pieces. And then sometimes it's just not like I did it on like Black Bolt. I did it on X23. I put this piece on there. But I'm not doing it on guess who? I'm not doing it on Coulson. I'm also not going to T4 his basic. I don't know, man. These guys don't hold up for me. I mean, I know that Coulson's amazing in War, and we're probably going to have to make a video about these hybrid teams. Isn't War changing entirely right now?
Yeah, I mean, you have a limit on how many teams you have. We just keep getting more and more teams. So, you don't need 20 teams. You need 18, 10 on offense, 8 on defense, and that's it. But we have 30 save squads from now.
Yeah,
and they're all full. So you got a lot to choose from. So hybrids are becoming a thing.
And then there's these plug and play characters that are amazing anywhere, like Ghost and Captain Marvel. It's like, where do you place them, right? If you're going to make a hybrid team, there's a lot of choices out there. I think it merits a second video for sure. Because I know my last 2 wars we fought, like exclusively going up against hybrid teams, it looked like, made the war a lot more enjoyable than just cookie cutter on cookie cutter.
Yeah, it's scary though, because you don't get it. Some teams you're like, oh, I've never played this. How do I play this team? And you only get that one attack in war.
I like it.
There's no do-over.
I like it. Oh, like Ghost was one that blindsided me a couple of weeks ago. In fact, I think we made the video where I didn't put Disrupted on Ghost. And so she kept getting the deflects, and then she had like the super AI dodge indefinitely. Like I couldn't kill her and then get her health back and then destroy my team God mode. And I was like, oh, Ghost. Yeah, I got to put Disrupted on Ghost to prevent that from happening. But that was a lot of fun. So I put the piece on X23. I put the piece on Hela, Ebony Maw, and Scream, because those are all characters that I'm going to be taking to 15 for my Dark Dimension, but X23 is not. I went, the 3 mutants that I chose were Phoenix, Emma, and Mr. Sinister. So I'm not planning on taking X23 up to 15, but I do like her, and so I justify putting the piece. Going down on the list, all of these characters right here, Phoenix, Doc Ock, Invisible Woman, are going to be going to 15. Carnage is not, but I justified the pieces on Carnage and Yo-Yo, and I'm not taking Yo-Yo. And I'm not taking Carnage only because he's expensive, but I am going to be doing the 3 symbiotes I'm going to be taking into Dark Dimension are going to be Anti-Venom, Symbiote Spider-Man, and Scream, and then I'm going to throw in Punisher just to give them the bonuses because they are Hero City, and Anti-Venom and Symbiote Spider-Man are heroes, so that made sense to me.
Yeah, I like that. I'm actually thinking of doing the same thing. That bonus that Anti-Venom goes to the City Heroes. Just because there's not a lot of great skill characters. Punisher fits that role in the skill and is not very expensive. So I think that would be the faster way to go. And he has some value after Dark Dimension as well.
Were you kidding me about Doc Ock Basic, putting the T4 on that? Why would I do that? Did you do it?
Unless there's no value, unless I was kidding. But it was. Okay. It's if you are summoning characters that he summons and you want the T4 in a basic, that's what'll get you. But if you're going shocker all the time, I don't think you really need it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So scrolling down, Call is not going into Dark Dimension. Neither is Corvus, but I just use them so much, so I did put the pieces. This piece is just a good piece. It really just is. It just does so. It's a stat stick.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I have the resources. And it has created a problem with these. I like all day I'm hitting all 3 of these nodes to keep up with these. That just is a piece that I have a desperate need of, and so every day I'm at least farming all 3 of the nodes that have that to keep up with that, because the other 2 pieces are fine. It's that one right there. And I probably did too many. I'm sitting on so many T4s, but I don't really want to spend them. We're gonna get to some of the newer characters, and then you're gonna tell me whether or not I should do the T4s now. I am taking Punisher up to 15 for Dark Dimension. He's the single character that I'm not a fan of. Of all the characters that I'm taking into Dark Dimension 4, he's the only one that I'm like, I'm just doing it just because. Because what do you do with skill?
Up your military skill?
No, I don't particularly. I don't care for that team. I just think it's. I mean, I haven't seen any impressive screenshots, or I don't think they're as bad as everybody thinks, but it's just they don't wow me. I'm more interested in getting Doom and building a team around him, and those are the characters I want to build up at this point.
That makes sense. Yeah, the military skills that doesn't have impressive punch ups. They got punch acrosses and punch downs, but they don't have good punch ups.
Yeah. All right, and then the rest of it's all the same. And this is kind of where I stopped upgrading my roster. Pretty much up everything above this was, characters I've done. I've been working on my military a little bit just because of the event, where they were getting destroyed, and so I upgraded them a little bit because I do have to upgrade characters every day, and at some point you just have to upgrade characters to spend gold, right?
Yeah. Are there any teams that you're working on, or is it mainly all your resources going for Dark Dimension?
Yeah, I'm not even working on any teams right now, and I'm sure there's teams I could be working on, but I feel like I have a solid offensive roster for Alliance War where I'm not really working on anything, and I'm just adding individual characters like to the Alliance War roster, like Ghost. But like complete teams, it's not really a thing, it seems like. I mean, it's going to be difficult. See, we're going into hybrids. So where does skill military fit into that anyways, when we're going to probably be building hybrids? Does that make sense? I mean, I don't know what to do with it. It's just we need strong characters now rather than complete teams.
Yeah, they may not be a complete team yet because the Black Widow movie is not out. There may be another character that completes that team, because we're talking about military skill is not a faction. That's just 2 traits in the game. There's no military skill team in the comics or the MCU. Those are 2
what
traits.
What do you mean?
And
you've never read the Skill Military comic? I thought there was 10,000 million versions of comics out there, right?
I missed that one. I gotta get up on my comic book knowledge. I gotta go check that one out.
Killmonger's been a character of high interest lately. Where did you take your Killmonger? I recently did his passive because I was using him so much.
I think I had his passive already, but I think I did his special, but that's it.
All right, so that one was suggested to me earlier by a lot of people. It does 40% extra damage to primary target. It has low cooldowns, 3/3. If this character is 3 or more, skill military eyes transfer 1 positive effect. Have you been using that middle part much? Is that
I mean, I upgraded a lot of the military skill because I was kind of like in the same situation with you. A bunch of T4s. I don't know what to put them on. Let's try this on this new team, and they're okay, but I wouldn't go back and do it again just based on what I'm seeing so far.
All right,
I'd probably save it all for the Astonishing X-Men.
Okay, so this was one that I thought about doing, but so where would like, being that I'm sitting on 3,400, is this a vital T4 or is this a past skippable?
If you plan on doing the rest for military skill, then I would start investing in them. If you're not going to invest in them, I'd probably wait until there's a team that comes out. You're like, oh, okay, I need to build this team. It was, when Symbiotes came out and Black Order came out, it was obvious that they're like the meta teams, and you need to invest everything in them. I would probably just wait as a meta team because you might have characters that need an abundance of T4s.
Yep.
And
well, I mean, characters that I'd be willing to put resources into today that I see a lot of opportunity would be the X-Men, the astonishing X-Men, and then the Dad Bros, the X Factor. That's about it. I mean, those are the things that are of high interest to me right now. I got to tell you, Red Guardian is interesting, but Bishop kind of eliminated a lot of my interest in that. Are you feeling the same way?
I don't know if it's totally eliminated. I mean, I think of Red Guardian as like a better Drax, and Drax has some uses on some teams, but he's not like this meta character. I think of Red Guardian just better. He's better than Drax. So if you need someone with a pre-taunt, Red Guardian will come in and do that a little better. Yeah, that's how I feel about him. But maybe Defenders. There's rumors of reworks to Defenders, some new city characters. So maybe that is a team that might need a lot of T4s
they mentioned 4 characters coming in the next patch, and I assumed those 4 characters coming in the next patch was going to be, of course, Jubilee Bishop, but then White Tiger and Moon Knight. And so we saw White Tiger in the Strike Time video. Did you see that? It was in the little thing down at the bottom with his alliance mate. I don't know if that was. It may have been intentional, may have been oversight.
I don't think it was, but that's why I turn off my alliance chat. And
I know, right?
Chat because I don't want stuff popping up in videos accidentally.
Yeah, well, that's why I have mine turned off. Actually, that kind of bit me yesterday in war where they were communicating in game, and I was like, "How come nobody's talking on Discord?" And there's like, "Oh, we're talking in game." I was like, "Oh, I have that turned off because I don't want everybody seeing my right now. I don't want my alliance chat popping up right there, because old alliance mates would put funny things, which it is funny. They've always put goofy things, and so it'd show up on stream, whatever. All right, let's talk about skill military for a second in Dad Bros. We're getting into the categories of characters that have just come out. Red Guardian. I went and did the passive because it seems good. Where are you on Red Guardian?
Let me go look right now. I don't remember exactly what the T4s I put it in, but I think I did at least 3 of them. Actually, I did the basic and the special as well.
Oh wow, you went heavy on that. Okay.
Oh, I had a bunch of T4. I have a bunch of T4s like you. I'm like, I don't see any characters coming out that need a lot of T4s. I'll just put it in Red Guardian, see what happens. And it wasn't a great return on investment.
Yeah, the passive looked solid to me, and I'm good with that. That was quite useful because it gave a lot of health and max health to the entire team. It affected the whole team, and then on spawn, speed up to all skill military allies, which is nice, I guess, in Blitz for now, for at least Elena. Okay. Let's talk about Shatterstar.
I wish I had some better recommendations for you, but I didn't do a lot of these myself.
Yeah, I feel like we're in this wave of where we're stock. It's I feel like the first time I felt like
it's Dark Dimension time. This has happened when Dark Dimension 2 came out. Everything building rosters kind of went in a standstill for Dark Dimension 2. Same thing for Dark Dimension 3. Everything just kind of went on halt.
Well, the thing about
all for the Dark Dimensions, and now we're in Dark Dimension 4 time.
Yeah, the thing about Dark Dimension 4 is a lot of the characters are the same characters that I used in 2 and 3, and so I don't need to put the T4s. Like, I'm already fully T4'd out of my minds on characters like Hela. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, I did all of them. You know what I mean? Just because, you know what I mean? They're characters that are, with the exception of Minerva, which is still okay. Shatterstar, I did the passive. I mean, what do you think about this?
All I did was passive as well.
Yeah, passive. I mean, these are all luxury at this point over here. I mean, the rest of them.
I'd say, if you start to use them more and you get more stars on them, it'll make sense to put more T4s in them. But I mean, what are you using this team for right now? What are you using these two
Blitz, and then I also I have a catch-all team. Actually, there's a new team that's up and coming, and I see Philosopher's been talking about a lot, and I might have to make a video with him about it, where it's an offensive war team made up of Longshot, Shatterstar, Namor, and Ultron, and a random, and it wins.
Zemo.
Yeah. No, not Zemo, but like a random.
Don't waste him on that team.
Yeah, because that's a separate team. He actually threw I think Shuri punching up big against Marauders. That team punching up big against Marauders. So and basically, either Longshot and Shatterstar start ramping up, or Ultron ramps up. You know what I mean? Like somebody ramps up, and then Zemo's there just to clear and kind of slow it down a little bit. And then he was using Shuri. I know Shuri people, but it's a great team from the screenshots I've seen. But it's an idea. Same thing here. I just basically these are all luxury T4s. I mean, just to do more damage, which would
Yeah.
be nice if I was using them everywhere, but I'm not. Let's keep going down on the list.
I wish I
Beast.
had some good recommendations, but I
Beast.
haven't done. I've
Oh,
done zero on Beast. I
okay.
looked at them. I want to invest more in Beast, but I just none of them made sense for me to invest in.
Yeah, I don't see it. Like, I mean, I know this is going to be a team, but right here, clear 2 negative effects from self, but that doesn't help. And if it was like a cleanse for the whole team, it'd be
Yeah,
different. But it's not. All right, so
yeah.
Beast is going to get used eventually. Yelena, I kind of regret this, but I did do her passive.
I've done
I
her passive. I think I did a special too, but that was because I was like, I got a 7-star. I got to invest in this character, but not a great return, even with the 7th red star on her.
And the only reason I did her passive is because the passive affected everything in the entire match. The opponents getting lower critical chance seems like it's a pass. The passive effect. You know how you do like a basic attack, and how many times does that get used in a battle? Like once, maybe. But like this
Yeah,
is like the passive on Yelena. At least at a minimum, was being used persistently throughout the whole match. Whenever the ally was their opponents were going. So
yeah.
it seemed like okay, but then it goes like, oh, am I using this character? No. Oh, I'm not. Again, maybe it's a good T4, but is she a good character? Is it a good team? Who knows, right? You're not. You got a 7 red, and you're not even excited about her.
It's still a very question mark team for me right now.
All right, Kitty Pride. So I did the passive on Kitty Pride right now before we started recording, based on your suggestion. What are you doing on Kitty Pride?
I did the passive as well. I'm gonna wait. I mean, even the passive right now is kind of you can wait because some of it is big when Jubilee's on the field.
Yep.
Some of it's on a full astonishing X-Men team. So I think down the road this will be a valuable one. But without Jubilee in the game, without Bishop in the game, without this full team in the game, I don't think this is something that needs to be done right now. But eventually, I think this would be very valuable.
I read her post that compiled all the passives and the things that happen passively on this astonishing X-Men team and how situational. It's overly complicated, actually. Like, it was like walls of text when you combine this with every single character on the team and all these end if af. I was like, oh my god, this team. I'm excited about it. It looks good. It looks promising. We'll have to wait and see, of course. Iceman, I went and did the passive on him because that works in Blitz. That works everywhere.
Yeah.
Being able to, it gives additional armor and reducing the armor with enemies who are slow, and that happens anywhere. And then the damage is only a raid specific. Again, a lot of these conditions are really situational. I like him. I like his kit. What did you pull on red stars on him? What are you thinking about this guy?
I pulled 6 on him. I only have 3 gold stars on him right now.
You pulled 7 on
passive.
Yelena and 6 on this guy. What are you? Where? How many? Where are you getting all these orbs from, man?
My kids are pulling them. They're getting lucky.
Maybe
I
we
think
get.
Elena was just a random normal orb that I was like, oh, and I was like, oh.
You pulled
I didn't even make a video on it.
you pulled a 7 out of a regular orb. You know, I've never done that.
Yeah.
I've not yet to date pulled a 7 out of a regular orb. None. Not one at all.
A better character, but yeah.
I've got 2 7 red stars. One of them was out of a 6 red star orb that was purchased for me on stream. The other one was promotion credits and Thanos. I have not naturally acquired a 7 red star in game. None. 0. None.
I think I've got 2, and both of them I wish are not the worst characters.
Well, didn't you get like a Ravager Stitcher and or Monstrosity or something?
I got a bunch of 6s on Ravager. I pulled 6s on Ravager, but Monstrosity is the one I got the 7 on.
Monstrosity and Yelena. Yelena might not be that terrible long run. I mean, any new character.
The long run should be all right, especially if we have more teams. But Iceman, I do like his ultimate eventually. Not right now, not stuff, but eventually I think I will do his ultimate as well.
Okay.
That gives him the more barrier, gives him more damage. And for me, baseline of AoE attack for T4 is 50%. So if he's doing 60%, that's above it. Plus he's getting more barrier. I think this one eventually will be worth it.
And that's going to go off turn 1 no matter what. And then you've got the extra barrier right there. And this is going to help in raids. This is going to help in a lot of game modes, actually. Yeah, I can see.
Not right now. You don't need this until you're using them more.
Yeah, and I only have them at 3 red, 3 gold. I mean, I pulled 4 stars on him, but it's I still don't. I'm gonna have to blitz my mind out Well, I mean, this will happen. I'm only 5 shards away when he starts the blitz. Boy, they're going blitz on blitz on blitz, right?
This is what the fourth new character blitz in a row.
Well, I mean, if what's this talk about the astonishing X-Men?
Well.
Yeah, but even if you're talking about astonishing X-Men, basically Kitty Pryde, Bishop, and Iceman are all blitz, right? And then Jubilee is going to be legendary unlock, but technically Beast was blitz.
Beast was blitz too.
Wow, blitz on blitz on blitz. Boy, sim blitz your life away. Boy, I feel bad for new players. How's that work for new players, right?
Get up to level 55 as soon as possible.
All right. So so you look at my save squads. Okay, so my save squads are
any changes on this?
Yeah, save squads.
You can do it from your roster now. It's faster from your roster.
All right, let's go to my roster. Yeah, I forget. This is actually way better right here. The pro tip: if you hit right here, hit this, then you can actually edit the tabs.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna blast through this real quickly. This is not for war. This is not for war. This is just sim blitz. All right.
Oh, sim blitz has converted you. You got blitz.
Well, you have to, right? So far we're cookie cutter, right? Everything's cookie cutter, right?
Yeah. Let's stop with this first non-cookie cutter.
All right, cookie cutter. Cookie cutter.
Cookie cutter. Lots of cookies here.
Kree.
All right, that's Kree. All right.
That actually wins. This team has not let me down. This team does not let me down in Sim Blitz. I don't have to worry about this team. I have to worry about this team. This team does not win all the time. If I had Captain Marvel right here, I think it would. I just don't know what to do with Shield Trooper, so I have to be a little bit picky on this. But it wins most of the time. I have to look at the match before I pull the trigger.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
All right, that one's fine. This is all cookie cutter. I do She-Hulk there because Namor just can go somewhere else.
Who has more power?
Namor, but I actually use Namor on another team, and She-Hulk wouldn't work on that team. So, you know what I mean? Namor actually works on another team, I guess. I don't know.
As long as that other team wins, because you'll score more points if Namor has a higher power.
Right. So far cookie cutter. Okay, so there's that. That's the team.
Okay.
So now I've been told that Namor can go, like, I could actually put somebody else there. Like some people have suggested me to put like a hand minion there, like a hand sentry or something. You know what I mean? Like I could do that. That actually I could. Because basically this team is carrying Namor. Might as well use something else there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean you got Zemo there. That's the whole team.
That's the whole team. Yeah. So this is questionable. I'm open to suggestions on that if you had any. And then I ran full mercs because I could break up the team. I just ran all mercs.
In Blitz, I run my mercs like that as well. I don't do sniper. I think I have core out there, but yeah, I run the mercs differently in Blitz than in War.
Yeah. So I ran full merc. This is just for Blitz. This team wins. This team doesn't, of course, win. This team.
The defenders don't win?
Defenders don't win. No, not always. Actually, that's not true. Since I've boosted my Punisher, I'm not having problems with him. Big Punisher helps.
Just don't fight Sinister Six.
Yeah, not Sinister Six. Yeah, well, you just saw me do that. Anyways, this team wins most of the time. I don't have any problems with it. Gamora just is, what do I do with Gamora? This is my catch-all team, right? Just whatever. Vision technically helps the team, keeps Ultron alive, and the rest of this team is just there for points, and it's like my highest power loose ends. But Vision, Vision helps Ultron, so there you go.
Gotcha. All right, aim. This is an interesting.
Okay,
the remnants of the Wakandans. I get
it. Okay, so for me to get my skilled military to work, I had to use Killmonger. And so basically I have two temperamental teams that win 60-70% of the time is what happens. Does that make sense? They win enough. I have to be super picky though.
Okay.
Yeah, and Spider-Man actually just the defense down helps the team get going, I guess. I have no idea.
It's good.
Okay, so I've been told that I'm actually wasting the Dad Bros here, and that I could actually put 3 other garbage characters here, and I could make a complete Spider-Verse team, and the Spider-Verse team would probably be fine on its own. What do you do with these guys?
I have them on the remnants of military skill because I haven't taken Killmonger off Wakandans yet, and I haven't taken Punisher off Defenders yet. So the rest of the military skill goes with the Dad Bros and Sim 8.3.
Okay.
No issues.
Okay, so I this team kind of works.
Okay.
Not great. I don't even know what Kingpin's doing there, to be honest with you. I mean, I just have no idea. This is like where it's like it wins, but it's weird. Like obviously this team would be better with Punisher. Then what do you do on defenders? Who do you have in defenders in the Punisher slot?
Defenders real. I keep the defenders. I don't have the Punisher, and Killmonger are not on my military.
Oh, I
team.
see what you did. So you basically put left this on Wakandans and you put Dad Bros here and okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, and then
and like you said, the Dad Bros are strong enough that they don't even need military skill to win. They're just strong. So I might be switching that up now that I'm saying that in my head and thinking out how many more teams I could get.
Okay, so this is YOLO 8.1 wins half the time. And this team is coming together, which is going to be where Hand Sentry will come off of it and Wolverine will come off of it. And probably Wolverine will go on to the Ultron team or somewhere else. But then I have 2 drop-down teams, which are not shown, which is one of them is the Ravagers. The other one is the Hand. And, that makes 31 teams. This right here was just for Dark Dimension. I'm going to have to delete that. That's kind of done now. But anyways, done with that. But that was there just so I could get the team spread out correctly. You know how you can't really do that with 4-man?
Yeah, because...
Yeah.
They're nice. There's a lot of similarities, some differences, but the differences make sense. I like that's Auto Sims.
All right.
Auto Sims.
Now head over to ValleyFlyin's channel. We're going to do the same thing over there. We're going to take a look at his roster, what he's working on, and also his save squads. Do you want to say before we go?
Keep on gaming, guys. Because gamers are cool.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on gaming. What is it? Wait. I say keep on gaming because gamers are cool.
Gamers are cool.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was so bad. All right, guys. Bye.